Now, while I agree that JJ is a funny dude, he's also very loud. I'm not gonna live with JJ and the mother in the same house. You'll be having a headache every day. They're fun to watch, but you're not living with the two of them. It's too much. It's a mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen, here to speak on Bell Collective. And I've had enough of Glenn shenanigans, thinking that he can now sing. Glenn, get out of that studio. I mean, come on. All you need to do is not respond on IG to all those thirsty girls. That's all, Tracy. That's all your wife, like Keisha, is asking of you, not to go to the studio. And let's talk about that. Thank you for stopping, guys. Stopping by, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like, let me know if you're feeling Bell Collective. I'm having fun with it. Hey everybody, it's your girl, Mother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Let's talk about Bell Collective. This is not the first time that Tris is having issues with her husband and keeps saying, my husband talks down on me, and her going to mom and mom saying, this is exactly just like your father. I mean, this is the same story. This is the same story that we've seen from the beginning of the show. And okay, so then she invites mom and she's telling mom all these things. Before she invites mom, she has a sit down or dinner with the husband. She's trying to explain to the husband, and they're getting into it. And the husband is saying, no, I am the head of the household. We are not teammates. I don't know why he feels like just because my husband and I, we are teammates, doesn't mean that he's not the head of the household. You know what I'm saying? Even in a team, there's a captain, and then they're players. So I don't know why he's threatened by the word timid. But then when you say, are we not, and then it goes and they talk about equals in a marriage. I don't know when it comes to that, because I feel like, while my husband is the head of the family, I am the neck. I have the power to control that head to move in whatever direction I want it to move. So it's not just because you're the neck doesn't mean that you're below somebody. You know what I mean? I don't think so. It's like the way we talk about submissiveness, and everybody gets threatened by that word. And the same thing, like, when you say, "Oh, we are not equals in a marriage," or everybody feel like, "Oh my gosh, do they look down on you and all that and all that?" And for this to say that if I'm not at your level, then I'm above you. That in itself, it's very disrespectful, if you ask me. I'm like, where are these balls that she has on her confessionals that she doesn't get to talk that to the husband? When they're having this one-on-one, because the husband is very clear. I am the head of the household. I did not, and then like, I did not make you, but I damn helped you to get to where you are, and that's certain. We can see it, whether it was financial, that your husband helped you in some type of way to get to where you are. So let's not dismiss that, right? Uh, so I don't know. I mean, this storyline is getting old. I mean, okay, so the children, she doesn't want the children, or he wants the children, and now it was just very uncomfortable to watch that interaction, you guys. It was really uncomfortable. And then she talks to mom, and mom is saying, I don't know, I'm the one. But mom knows more than she's telling us, because she talks to mom whenever they're having all these fights. And mom is like, you know what? Are you happy? Are you really happy? Mom knows that girl is not happy. But it's these people where, are you're going to have to make a decision. Do you want to be happy uh, and probably not have that kind of a lifestyle? Or you want to be miserable and continue having that kind of a lifestyle? I think that is where she's torn and she's not able to make that decision, because we don't know, uh, even her business that she runs that has been successful, how much, uh, you know, the equity, is that what it's called? The shares? uh what the husband holds in that business and what she does. We don't know those details. So is she threatened financially? Is she like, you know what, I wouldn't want divorce, because if I divorce him, I'm not gonna have this kind of a lifestyle. You know what I mean? So we don't know that. And I would love to have that conversation, because we're already tired of hearing, oh, my husband is this, Latrice is this. Anywho, let's move on to Glenn. Glenn now is thinking that now he can sing. He's in the studio with his figures. voice. And I like Glenn. I like Glenn. I feel like he plays too much. But anyway, before he goes to the studio, he meets with Latrice's husband, right? And Latrice is saying, he's talking about, they've not been intimate with the wife since after the reunion because he went back to his old habits. Don't come here blaming your wife. You went back to your old habits of responding to those DMs and all that because that's where the problem is. And I think going to Cliff is a wrong person to go to for advice. Uh-huh. I don't think Cliff is a dude to go to if you want any advice of any marriage, a successful marriage, a healthy marriage for that matter. Anyway, so they're saying, and he's talking about, how Keisha, uh, Letitia, yes, I think that's her name. They all have similar names. Um, that she's looking for a condo. She wants to move on, and Glenn's like, you know what? This is not what I want. Uh, and Cliff is saying maybe she just want to be single. Listen to what your wife is telling you. And I think that makes Glenn start questioning. Maybe am I too late? Am I fighting for this? Is it gonna work? Right? I think they still love each other. At least they think they're still gonna make it. Right? So he goes to the studio, and JJ comes over here there, to support him and talking about how his marriage to the first wife really dragged. Is it the first wife? I don't know, but we can see her on the show. Um, yeah, and try to comfort him. And it's around that time that he receives a phone call about grandma. Grandma is very sick. Grandma is not talking. I think they've had a bond, a very strong bond, and so now you see him getting very emotional, and now he's taking advantage of that. He's running out to Tisha, and they've been together for a long time. They're high school sweethearts, so the family is blended. They know each other. It's like that's Letitia's grandma too. You know what I mean? And they call and they're being told, oh, grandma is being sent home with medication and hospice, and that I think made him break down. And he's like, can you ride with me? Can you please ride with me? Glenn, stop playing, Glenn, stop playing. I hope they figure out their things. I hope they figure it out. I wouldn't want to see them break up. I mean, I like Glenn, and I like the wife too. I mean, they're my favorite couple, if you ask me. Well, JJ too. JJ is full of noise, and the mother. Oh my God! Did you see the mom driving in and honking? What's she honking for? You're already at home. Why is she honking? And she's loud, just like the son. I feel sorry for So Gucci will need therapy after this situation. You know what I mean? They're both loud. They're funny. I mean, these are people that you'd want to watch them from afar, not living with you. It's too much, you guys. What do you think about JJ's mom? What do you think about Glenn? Do you guys think that Glenn is trying to take advantage of the situation to have the wife back without being accountable and doing the work? Do you also think that Cliff uh, and Latrice are in a healthy marriage? Let me know in the comments below because I don't know, you guys. I cringe every time that Cliff and Latrice are having any conversation when it comes to their marriage. You know what I mean? I am your grandmother from Mama, the undisputed African queen. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I will see you guys in my next live on my next upload. Let me know, comment below. Let me know if you're feeling Belle Collective. Bye, everybody. Where is my? Yep. Bye, everybody.